tuning in to Men of a Certain Age Sports. Tonight, we're going to put a bow on the season. P, man, what's up with you, B? How you doing?
Hanging in there, fam.
That's what it is.
Learn how to act.
I need that in my life right there, that P double. You know what I'm saying?
So let me just ask you this, fam. After seeing the Summer League shake out and seeing what went down in the Summer League, who was some of the cats that caught your eye and you thought that they was really moving and shaking during the Summer League?
You know what? I've watched it sparingly. I'm busy, but I watch it here and there. We talked about Victor. He's gotten better. He's progressed. He did say some things that was weird to me when he said that it was a little tougher in the Euro leagues than it is in the NBA. But he's in the NBA Summer League. He's not in the actual NBA. Like, you don't know what's coming, bro. You know what I mean? There's a kid that plays in Cleveland, Monty Bates.
Yeah.
I was following. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a natural scorer. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, I don't know if they slept on him or Cleveland got lucky, but they got themselves a scorer there, bro. I mean,
it's funny you brought up Monty Bates because he was down here in Memphis with Penny. He was one of the boys Penny had recruited early on while he was an AAU coach.
Okay.
The Amani Bates cat had played for him, and then when Penny eventually went over to Memphis, he played for Memphis for one season. Things didn't work out. He transferred to a different school, but I saw that he was putting on during summer league. You know what I'm saying? You know, another cat, he didn't play too much because it got nicked or whatever. Is the Scoot Henderson cat, man, that went to Portland.
I heard about him also. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking at his game and he kind of looked stout and like strong. Whereas the boy Miller, who's from Nashville here,
Brandon Miller,
yeah, he looked frail a little bit on the Wimby end of it a little bit. All them cats got to get stronger. But I definitely looking to check for Scoot Henderson. What about the Twins? Did you get a chance to check any of the games with the Twins? The one that went to Detroit and the other boy, he went to Houston.
I didn't get a chance to get an eye on him, but I heard great things. You know what I'm saying? I heard some NBA ready type things about them boys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They definitely putting on. But yeah, man, another cat who would actually got drafted last year, but he got injured early, who came back and who a little bit during the summer league was the Chet Holmgren cat. That's with OKC.
Right.
You know, that's another big long cat, man. You know what I mean?
Frail. Kind of
Yeah.
frail.
It ain't no question about that. He definitely need to strengthen conditioning. You know what I mean?
He's a scorer though, and I know he hurt his ankle. He had some ankle problems or something.
It was Liz Frank, or however that goes. It's like a foot type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's interesting to see. But us talking about the league, summer league, man. Let's take a look forward to the world champions, the world championship team that's going to be qualifying to go to the Olympics. Have you got a chance to check that out at all?
I saw some of the players that are going. I think what they normally look for when it comes to international play are the kind of mid, long scoring, you know what I'm saying, like those 6'7", 6'6", multi-purpose type players, because it's hard to defend for European players like a combo player. You know what I'm saying? Say like a mellow type. You know what I mean? It's hard to defend those type players. And I see the way they actually put the team together. They put a bunch of players together in that frame, in that framework. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they're gonna do over there though.
I got the team, so let me just go ahead and share the screen and we'll take a look and see what the team look like. You know what I'm saying? So this is the mob. So you start off with the young blood, Paulo Banchero. Then you got Bridges, Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson, Ant-Man, Tyrese Halliburton, Josh Hart.
Halliburton is a silent beast. He don't get that much press, but he a baller.
B.I. I love B.I. Jaren Jackson.
That's that frame I was telling you about. Them athletic bigs.
Cam Johnson, Walker Kessler, BP, Bobby Portis, and then Austin Reeves. Now, these are the coaches. You got Kerr, Spoelstra, Ty Lue, and Mark Few to represent the collegiate world. But look at this team, Lord. We down to who we going to get a bucket on,
I don't know.
on this team that we need to get a bucket. We down 2, yo.
What I'm saying is they built a team when it comes to a prototype, but they're going to have to go to Brunson. You know what I'm saying?
Give it to Jalen. And just,
yeah, they're going to have to spread it out and let them boogie.
wow.
I don't see what else they can do. Players like Portis can knock down shots as a big from the outside or whatever, but I'm not looking at him for no bucket in the clutch.
You got B.I.
Yeah.
Man, they oof.
It's looking a little meek. The world is catching up.
So looking at this squad, obviously this is not the squad that's going to go and play in the Olympics in Paris.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they still got to. They don't automatically qualify. You know what I'm saying? They still got to.
You got to win to qualify, right?
Man, that's so. Looking at this squad, though, Lord, can they? Will they?
I think with the coaching, I think they're going to depend on that 3 ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't defensively. I don't know, bro. It's going to be tough because they're going to play some grown men. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? When you go to play in the world, and this is even though it's NBA players, this is a young squad. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough, man, and it's gonna be terrible if they don't qualify. But I think the coaches will develop a scheme to get them over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
they'll get them over because they'll utilize them in a way.
I ain't trying to be on no stuff, man, but ooh-wee, man. Look at.
I'm on some cup half full type shit. That's why I said the coaches might help them. You know what I'm saying? Because what you gonna do? Who you gonna go to?
They are NBA players, and I ain't trying to come off like these are some busters because they got boys.
But you're playing against the world, man.
On the squad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. Like I said, down 2 points, and you gotta have it. You gonna give it to Austin Reeves?
No, because he gonna get to the rack and miss like he normally do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna boogie hard, get an open look, and he ain't gonna miss. So I don't know. You got to go with Brunson. You know what I'm saying?
And to be real with you, fam, Walker Kessler, who was that?
Yeah. I think if Reeves is open with an open look, he gonna knock it down. But he ain't creating nothing off the it's not happening, man. He might create a little to go to the rack, but not to shoot no jump shot or a clutch shot. It looked like to me it's just some NBA players, not no NBA stars. You know what I'm saying? And we normally have stars on those teams, man.
I could put it to you like this. Just out of this team, just put a 5-man crew together and put them in the league, and where would they be playoff contenders? Would they be?
They getting ousted in the first round.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Now the kid from Memphis though, is he a baller? Yeah, Jaren Jackson is a baller, and he's a good defensive player also.
Yeah, he played D, buddy.
Yeah. You're not looking to him to score no buckets though. You're not going to him. He'll get some. He'll get it. You know.
He gonna have to be for this team. Looking at this team, it's gonna have to go through Brunson, Jaren Jackson, and B.I.
That's it. That's how it's gonna go
for me.
That's how it's gonna go, and that's exactly how it's gonna go. Bro.
No disrespect to Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man, but for them to be, I don't know, who would you say is the best players? Who the top 3 players on this team?
You need the 3 players you just mentioned, because that's how it's gonna have to go. Ain't no other way. I'm thinking the coaches are saying the same thing. Like looking at the roster, they're looking at it too. Like shit. How we gonna do this?
Yeah, man.
But I do like the coaching combination, though.
What about the shooting, though?
Brunson.
Mikal Bridges.
And Halliburton he's an okay shooter and he's a good defender also. I think that's why he's number 5. Rivers. If he's not an open shot.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson is an outside shooter. B.I. can shoot it.
Yeah.
And even Jaren Jackson too.
I think the sleeper is gonna be B.I. If they win, they're gonna win because B.I. stepped up. B.I. is that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a baller, man.
I like it.
If he focuses more and works harder on his game, I don't know what his workouts are like, but he has a package, man. He got it all. You know what I mean?
I like B.I. It's gonna be interesting to see, Lord. You know what I mean? We got to lock in and see how they gonna move from there on. Because, like I said, I think they got to qualify to even. I'm not 100% sure. I should have checked for sure on that, but we're gonna see.
I think when you play world games like that, I think they use them as qualifying for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it through.
You know, with that being said, if I was to put your feet to the fire right now, who would say is the top 5 players in the league right now?
Top 5 right now.
Right this moment. July, what's today? The 21st? July 21st, yeah. 22nd, July 22nd. Today, July 22nd. Who you got in your 5 is the best?
I gotta go with Bron. I gotta go with KD. My favorite player right now is Kyrie. Because that's my favorite player of all time is Boogie Rod. Right. So that's a second coming right there.
Shout out to Boogie Rod, man.
Rod Strick. Why did Knicks trade Rod Strick?
Shout out to Sadat X for that lyric.
Boy is nice.
Word.
Let me see. Who I'm throw in there as a sleeper. I like them boys. I like Jaylen Brown, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Jaylen Brown a lot. I'm a Knicks guy, so I ain't no Knicks.
You're going fever now. You said
how many I got? I got 4.
You said LBJ, you said KD, you said Kyrie, so that you got 2 more.
Okay, we're gonna go with that's a tough one.
I'm thinking about so many ways.
KD, Bron, Kyrie. I like Jaylen Brown, fam. You know what I'm saying?
That's 4.
I like Brown. And I'm gonna go with I'm gonna stick the shooter in there one time. The pistol holder from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I love that kid, man. I love his man. I think Morant is the new face of the league if he just clean himself up, man. You know, clean up his shit. Tell him to get his shit together, bro.
So yeah,
I wanted to stick Damian Lillard in there, but you know what I'm saying?
Game time,
but that's what I'm gonna go with. You put my feet to the fire. You know what I mean? I had to go off the top.
So that's real shit. I can respect that 5. You know what I mean? I can't front on your 5, but for me, the best 5 in the league
right now,
no order.
Joker.
I gotta go with Big Honey, the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Because man, we saw him put on this postseason. You can't front on him no more.
He might be. Yeah, you're right. He possibly is the best player in the league right now. You know what I'm saying?
You can argue it because you saw him put on in the playoffs, boy. Right. I mean, he put on for all of us. So I got him in the 5. Respect due, Paul. You know what
Yeah.
And Embiid, I got an Embiid in there, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, my biggest thing with Embiid is this, man. He stay on the floor too much.
Right.
This dude is 7 whatever, and you stay steadily falling to the ground, no wonder you hurt all the time.
Right.
It's like a tree falling every time he falls. You think about it. How many times was Shaq on the ground? I mean,
not much until he got older.
he wasn't on the ground. Your boy, Big Honey, we were just talking about Joker. How many times was you see him falling on the ground?
Nah.
Embiid can't go. He cannot go a game without being on the ground.
Right.
But he's one of them boys. He's one of those guys. So that's two. Of course, Freak. That's my favorite player to watch because he going to the rack and he playing hard on both ends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might bang on him, but it ain't gonna be because he ain't trying to throw your shit out. You know what I'm saying? I love Greek Freak, so that's 3. My next one, man, how can I not have Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Steph Curry. How can I not have Steph Curry on the squad? I'm not a Golden State fan, but
you're a basketball fan, so you can see it.
There it is. The bottom line. I'm a basketball fan. So Steph Curry is definitely in there. 5, man, is hard for me, man. Straight up and down. You know what I mean? I love Ja too. You know what I mean? But that would be just out of selfishness. I would put him in there. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough one for me, man. I could say LeBron, but that would be out of spite for me not to put him in there too. You know what I'm saying? I don't love LeBron, but I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I'm gonna put LBJ in there, man.
No doubt. Out of respect.
Salute to that cat, man.
Salute to Brian.
But speaking of the league, man, they announced this tournament type thing that's going to be going on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what is this? And why are they doing that, man? What I'm going to do is this. I got a little clip to explain what it is.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and then introduce that, and then we're going to come back and chop it up about it.
My man.
All right, everybody, the NBA first ever in-season tournament is now official. But how does it work? Like this. First up is group play. All 30 teams will be split into 6 groups, 3 from the East, 3 from the West, with a random draw based on last year's regular season records. Each team in a group plays each other 1 time, a total of 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Now, those games happen Tuesdays and Fridays in November, so set your calendar. Basically, these regular season NBA games also count as tournament games. Now, in each group, the team with the best group play record after those 4 games, they're moving on. The team with the next best record in each conference, those 2 are the wild cards. Always watch out for the wild cards. Now, we get to the knockout round. 8 teams, single elimination, and you know what that means. Win and move on, or lose, and you're out. And the last 4 teams standing, guess what? You're headed to Vegas, baby. That's right. In Las Vegas, the semifinal battles will get us to the championship game on December 9th. 2 teams in a winner-take-all final to be named champion and be awarded the first ever NBA Cup. Come on now. Look, there's a lot to look forward to this season. Players on new teams, rookies new to the league, and teams just looking to make some noise. And the NBA in-season tournament is going to be a can't-miss, must-see, high-stakes, high-level competition. And if you're a hoops head just like me, I promise you, you're going to love it.
So, I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your thoughts first, Lord, and then I'm gonna follow after you, yo.
I'm a man of a certain age. Let me preface, that before I say what I gotta say. I don't know what this is, fam. I don't like it. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to That's the NCAA tournament is a huge thing, and it generates a lot of eyes, a lot of money, and a lot of pools at work. It generates a lot of publicity and advertising. I think they're trying to do something with the NBA in that same type of example. And they're trying to use that. Maybe we can capitalize off what the NCAA is doing with the tournament. Because why the fuck is we having a tournament in the middle of the season? It don't make no fucking sense. What is this? It's not the Stanley Cup. What kind of cup is this shit? You know what I'm saying? A gauntlet? You know what I'm saying? Is it Snoop's cup that he be drinking out of? What the fuck kind of cup is this, man? I don't understand why they trying to fuck up something that's already it's good. Don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Why is y'all fucking with the league? You're doing too much. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna make me want to watch it because you done put teams in this bubble and that bubble for a cup that we don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. I'm a little bit set in my ways a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm a man of a certain age. I don't want to be that shit, man. It's fucking confusing to me right now too. Why they got this fucking bubble and they still coming out of the same East and West. What the fuck is the problem is? What about Ike Turner?
They done fucking put math and all this other type shit.
What the problem is? What the fuck is the problem is? You forgot. You done wrote the song. You forgot the words on this motherfucker, man.
Listen, Lord, I'm with you. I'm a man of a certain age too, and I don't have no problem being the dude to tell him get off of my lawn. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why make the game better? This in-season tournament and all of this. Find a way to get the cats to play. If y'all get Kyrie and KD to be able to play on a Tuesday and a Thursday night, guess what? We're going to have more interest in watching the game.
Right.
That's going to bring more eyes to the TV and more asses to the arena.
Right.
We got dudes who playing out of 82 games playing 35, 40 games. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, they missing the games that's on TNT and on ESPN. So what's going to prevent these dudes from doing the same thing during these tournament games?
Fucking tournament, yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going to stop what's my man Kawhi load managing during the tournament? You know what I'm saying? What's going to stop that? Adam Silver? I mean, we understand it's all about making money, man, but I think you're making it hard. Now you don't put yourself out here with this thing. Now, what if it flop? Now you gonna go back? You gonna get rid of it?
Right. He gonna have to because it's about to flop, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially with, like you said, with load management. Now you think it's gonna light a fire under a player ass because you say, yo, we playing for the Snoop Dogg Cup, nigga. You got to get out there. You can't load manage today. Michael Jordan didn't load manage. He played 82. He's playing for the motherfucking West Side Connection Cup, motherfucker. What is you doing?
In Vegas.
You know you know what I mean?
In Vegas.
Shit. You got to get up your ass.
I don't know.
Versus the West out here. It's bad boy. It's back to the bullshit cup.
We're going to have to watch the money, Lord, because if the gambling and all of that go crazy, like you said, during the March Madness, then Allen,
they're gonna keep it.
He won, but again, we always gonna stay at men of a certain age. A lot of change ain't always good, man.
Ain't always good. It's gonna be brackets and everything for that shit, fam. You know what I'm saying?
If it ain't broke,
leave that shit alone, man.
Man, listen. Yeah, man, that whole tournament thing, that kind of is kind of, you know,
a bullshit. That's what it is. A bullshit.
But since we was talking about that, the tournament and our top 5 players, man, did you see the ESPYs? Did you see LBJ's speech during the ESPYs, man?
I saw his wife and kids up there. The little girl, how they scripted it. Nice. I didn't actually hear all of his speech. I got snippets of it.
Right.
Man, fill me in.
Yeah, man. So I already played my card, man. As I said earlier, me and LBJ ain't friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm gonna give propers when propers is due, man. But there's a lot of reasons why LeBron is for me, is a kind of hard pill to swallow. The man is one of the greats to ever do it. You know what I mean? And he is so fixated on wanting everybody to say that he is the greatest. So,
Right.
like you said, he had his beautiful family up there. Salute to him for raising his family and being a family man that he is.
Right.
Being an example of what a black man is.
Excellent. Yes,
for his family. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the entire speech. I got a piece of it. So we can just play a little piece of it and then come back and chop it up about that. All right.
The question for me is, can I play without cheating this game? The day I can't give the game everything on the floor is the day I'll be done. Lucky for you guys, that day is not today. And you know what brings me back every year is watching and coaching my boys and their teammates. See, I see those kids and it brings me right back to why I play. Those kids get me back to where I need to be, just the pure love of this beautiful game. So yeah, I still got something left, a lot left. I love you all, and thank you so much for watching this journey so far. Oh, one last thing. I got one more thing to say. I want to say congratulations to my sister, Asia Wilson, on winning the WNBA Best Player ESPY. And y'all make sure y'all get out there and support those beautiful women and what they do. God bless y'all. Love y'all.
So yeah, man, that was a piece of LBJ's, his, whatever that was, it was his acceptance speech, right? Nobody thought he was going to retire. You know what I'm saying? This man had been saying for the last umpteen years he wanted to play until he could play with his son. However, that's going to work its way out. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't think you was going to retire. That was just a way for you to scoot from being swept by, like I said, Jokic put the broom on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you said that man ain't your friend, yo. But Bron, again, the thing about Bron is his mind is always on the corporate side of it. At the end of it, he had to mention the subsidiary, the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? To tell people to put their eyes on it because the league is subsidizing the W. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, and shout out to his wisdom. She got up there and represented her man, her king, like she was supposed to, of course.
No doubt.
She feel that he's the greatest, even though, in my opinion, he is not. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from a Knicks fan. This ain't just Jordan fandom. That's Jordan pain from seeing it and feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
We are Knicks fans all day. So Black Mike was the killer for us. You know what I'm saying? And we will admit that Black Mike was the greatest of all time.
As
you know what I'm saying?
Ice Cube said, man, the nigga you love to hate.
Man, you know, that's Black Mike, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But shout out to LBJ, man. But sometimes, man, you be doing a bit too much. Very polarizing cat, man. Speaking of polarizing, yo. So we in this YouTube game, man. Social media. We got ourselves out here trying to spread our love and have fun with it at the same time. As I'm watching what's going on out here in the YouTube university, I'm picking up stuff here, I'm picking up stuff there, and what I found was two other polarizing cats, Dan LeBatard and Screaming A, better known as Stephen A. Smith. You know what I mean? They got some type of tension going on between them, yo. Was you up on that? Did you?
Yeah, it's a little confusing to me how these guys are actually friends too. You know what I'm saying? It's a little confusing to me as to why, because ESPN cut so many people, why Stephen A. feels as though you can't give your opinion about ESPN because they let you go. You know what I'm saying? I understand when you were with them, you were happy, you were getting your bread. LeBatard had his father on the show. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch the show all the time. Now that's Stephen A. obviously is still with ESPN. You know what I'm saying? And I think he feels as though he has to defend ESPN because he's with them. But if this man has an opinion about ESPN, even though he's been let go, let that man have his opinion. I don't understand. Help me understand this shit, bro.
Yeah, man, I got a little montage of them speaking to one another, or you know how this is moving. So let's go ahead and check that out, and then we'll come back and react on the other side.
What you two have done to sports television.
You can say that all you want to. I would say, who the hell are you to sit up there and say me and him? What about you? Where the hell were you living under a rock, teaching at Miami? You were a part of it too.
I'm talking.
You ain't innocent. He came at me last week and he said, I hate what you two have done to sports television, talking about Skip Bayless and myself.
People sent me that Stephen A. Smith went after me loudly, because that's the only way he goes after people. His problem's not actually with me. It's with what Jemele Hill said on our platform. And this is more complicated because I'm a much easier target for him to put a name on than going after the black female that he also respects, that he doesn't want to start that back and forth when it's easier to just frame it under me. When I didn't say the thing he objected to, which I understand why he objected. I believe that what he objected to, let's play this sound from Jemele on our show. I believe that the strongest objection by him, and I understand being insulted by this, if you're him, is one phrase in the sound we're about to play for you.
And suddenly they were very intentional about the things that they were doing in our show. They wanted black faces. They didn't want necessarily black voices. And that's how it came off. And so because of that, ultimately, we wound up paying the price.
Yep. When you say the phrase "black faces, not black voices," and Stephen A. Smith is still one of the black faces at ESPN, and you're suggesting that he's establishment, that you're braver than he is because he's a part of the system that wrongs people. I understand him getting bothered by that insult, but your problem's not with me, Stephen A. Smith. You should take that up with her publicly if the objection is, I don't like being told that I am somebody who's kept by the company.
I ain't scared of a damn soul. Not on this podcast. If there's an issue to be tackled, I will tackle it. If there are people that I need to address, I will address them. Nobody shivering and quivering and shuddering. Hell no. You want some, come get some. We ain't gonna have that. I'ma sit around for but so long and take but so much stuff. Remember that. This is still Stephen A., baby. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah.
Stephen A. said, I ain't gonna be shivering, quivering.
Is this rap beef? Is this what this is? People will click they show and listen to what they have to say, because LeBatard, quote unquote, smart. He gonna try to shift it.
Right.
He's not mad at me for me saying that he and Skip ruined sports television. He's mad at Jemele Hill for saying what she said on my platform.
Right.
That's what he's upset about.
Right.
Go ahead, Lord.
It's WWF. It's Mean Gene Okerlund and the motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? It's to get the eyes watching. You know what I'm saying? What Jemele Hill said was, where the lies at in that? I ain't seen no lies. You know what I'm saying? But again, Stephen A. smart enough not to go after her because it's not going to create any eyes. It's not going to create anything. He's going to go after LeBatard because now it's a black and white back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody is looking for. And that's what they're looking at. And like you said, it's a way to get people to get eyes on the podcast for, you know what I'm saying? To just get people to watching, get advertisements. That's how it goes.
Well, LeBatard is Cuban. He is of Cuban descent.
Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah, I remember his father was.
His parents and all of that is refugees from Cuba and all of that. You know what I'm saying? What it was is LeBatard made his move and left ESPN. He didn't really get ran off. He left and went and did his own thing and signed with FanDuel or whatever, or one of those other type cats. And they brought the Dan LeBatard show over there.
See, I didn't know that. I thought that he got let go or something like that.
No, he kind of just was like,
okay,
peace to y'all.
He's going to do his own thing.
You know what I'm saying? And I am never, again, he's no friend of me either, Dan LeBatard, because he's a hurricane. And boys know I'm a Seminole, so we don't pump with them hurricane cats at all. So
that's why Stephen A. mentioned Miami U, right, to him. Like, what are you, under a rock?
Yeah, exactly. And what Stephen A. and them did is they dumbed it down, because I'm watching ESPN the other day, man, and they showing Madden rankings. I'm a man of a certain age, and I played Madden when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? Sega. You know what I'm saying? Say the word. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they really worried about Madden rate. They actually unveiling Madden ratings on ESPN Sports Center, and then they wonder why they losing viewership and certain shit like that. And I understand it's a demographic that they all trying to get into, but they all played a part of that, played a part into that. You know what I mean? Lord, with that sports talk, you and I go way back to the fabulous sports bay. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know,
Rome. And I think Rome is still doing this thing.
Exactly. Shout out to Rome in the jungle. Many of hours spent listening to sports talk, and it's changed over the years for the good, bad, or whatever it may be.
Right.
But I found that interesting that they were sparring back and forth. And when you make a split, it's very seldom that you want to see your other half do well. Dan LeBatard and all them other cats who left ESPN, they ain't for giving ESPN they propers for putting them in the position where they are now. They like later with taking salt on them. Whereas ESPN is the reason why you
are where you are.
Right. You making the money you make. Because when you was working for the Miami Herald, only the people in the Miami Herald knew who the hell you was.
Until you got on ESPN.
Right. And once you was on ESPN, now you in Nashville, now you in Buffalo, now you in LA. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man, miss me with all that, man. But I found that real interesting, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Now, as we keep it moving, it was another thing that happened during Summer League that was pretty funny. Shout out to Gil Arenas and his podcast, man. He out there with what's my man Brandon Jennings.
Oh yeah.
And Rashard McCants. Thank you for that. I wasn't going to be able to remember his last. And Marcus Johnson's boy, Josiah Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcus Johnson, man. He was the truth, yo. But yeah, what happened was, man, Gil and them boys was talking about Zion, man, on the pod. You know what I mean? They podding out in Vegas live and shit.
Right.
Kicking it. And Zion been in the news as of late. Various reasons and whatnot. And during this episode, they was actually talking about the young God. Let's get in and see what happened.
Cannot eat steaks and all that shit.
He can eat grilled chicken.
No, he got to eat rabbit food. He got lettuce. Carrots, lettuce. Someone asked me, yo, you think he's going to come back in shape next year? Hell no. We just seen a picture of him. He had a whole linebacker back. I'm like, oh. He has, I'm sorry, but.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Wow.
He was out there.
Zion.
He about to run up
Yeah.
on all of us.
We been talking about you, King.
We're just talking about you. What's happening, baby? Hey, what's up, bro? Hey,
My man.
Yeah. You good?
Ain't good. No, ain't good.
Shit, pull up a chair.
Pull the chair.
We were just talking about you, man. I'm trying to vouch for you, man. Like, hey, you got the discipline. You're going to go in there. You're going to change your body. So the decision that you've made recently, for me, this is what my point is the decision that you've made is to go against those temptations, that hardness. Yeah, man, it's hard, but you know what? There's something bigger at stake right now, and I'm about to make the decision to go against this temptation because I want to be one of the greatest to ever play. That decision is the discipline to say, you know what? Fuck that shit.
Why we taking
Fuck that
shots?
shit. Fuck that shit. So I know that, like I was saying to Xavier, like that discipline is a decision that you have to make.
It's just an invincibility trade. When you're young, you feel like can't nothing stop you, but then when you look back on your life, you really look at it like, man, the people who gave me wisdom, who like tried to nurture me, tell me, man, you don't need to do that. You need to do this. They didn't try to force their way into your life. At this point in my life, I'm just looking back at it like, man, who really gave me wisdom? Who really tried to put me on game to things? And like I said, man, at the end of the day, people gonna get their opinions. And what I can say is I do respect brutal honesty. I'd rather somebody be brutally honest with me than try to sugarcoat it, because at the end of the day, if they honest with me, I know what I need to do to fix it.
100%. Yeah, that's real. And you look slimmer already, bro. You look like
You
you're
look
ready
happy,
to go.
man.
Oh,
You look full of life. Look, we been, hey.
Yo. Did you see Gil's face?
I thought he was gonna run up on Gil, son.
Yo.
Yeah. They sabotaged my man Gil, man. They knew he was coming, man. Why they do that to Gil? Man?
Yo, his face turned to yo. This nigga said, yo, he got the linebacker back. He was going in.
He was going in.
Yo, but listen, man. That's another young cat that I root for, man. And just if he could stay healthy, he would probably would have been in my top five.
Yeah.
Because when he out on the court, he putting in 27 and 9. You know what I mean? Just straight up wrecking shop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Another thing is he a young Thundercat, man.
Right.
You got to think about you 21, not even 50 million in the bank. You know what I mean? You got the world by the balls. You got Instagram. All it takes is for you to hit the button and you shooting your shot at
easily.
Whoever. And once they figure out that you are who you say you are, they like, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna be wild, man.
I like Zion's response to everything, though. I love the response he gave. He knows that he's young, and you know how it is when you're young, bro. You think that you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? You think you can eat 5 steaks and go score 40. You know what I'm saying? You think you can eat a couple of Whoppers, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And still drop this, that, and the third. But he said, like, the people that actually set him to the side and try to give him wisdom, he wasn't listening at that time, but now he understands now. And again, he's a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he could press a button and have Mariah Mills at the door. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's how it is. And it's tough. It's tough for him. He needs mentoring, and he does need to eat right and exercise. But I think he's gonna be all right, and he will be in the top 5 soon. You know.
Listen, the little bit of monies we was making at that age,
yeah,
you know how we was. You know what I'm saying? Now times that 10, 100 times.
Exactly.
Could you imagine what type of foolishness?
Especially with all this exposure too. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have all of this back then. You know what I'm saying? With the internet and YouTube and you know what I'm saying? Instagram, you just press a button and blase splizzle. You know how many buttons we would have been pressing back then?
Finger would have been out of whack. You know what I mean? Would have been hitting that joint. The thumb would have had a motherfucking
contusion on it.
Yeah, something. Because, man, listen. But, yeah, man, this is Men of a Certain Age on Sports, man. We thank y'all for watching, for checking us out, man.
Share, subscribe. Tell us if you think we full of shit or not. Give us your sports takes. You know what I'm saying? Let us know your top 5. Let us know who you like, who your favorite basketball, football, baseball player is. You know what I'm saying? Men of a Certain Age. We here for you, baby.
Peace and love.
Peace.
One.